Just moments ago, President Biden spoke to reporters at the White House as he leaves to go to the border. He's talking about the latest in Gaza. Let's listen.
I was on the telephone with the people in the region. I'm still probably not by Monday, but I'm hopeful. I'm just checking that out right now. The secret version will happen. I don't have an answer yet.
Are you worried about the conversation with those people?
I know it will.
Are you trying to say, would you consider saying
I don't agree with that position.
Okay, the president now headed to the border to talk about immigration policy this afternoon. Let me bring in NBC's Monica Alba covering the White House and NBC's Matt Bradley, who's been covering the Israel-Hamas war, facing questions this morning, Monica, about what's happening in the Middle East because of some overnight developments. What can you tell us?
Yeah, Anna, and I was able to put that question to him about whether he still hopes for a temporary ceasefire by Monday based on those comments he made earlier in the week indicating it was a possibility. And you saw there he said hope springs eternal, and he's been talking to some of the key players in the region. But he did indicate that likely it won't happen by Monday, maybe a little bit later, he said. But he's still hopeful that that could coalesce for there to be a temporary pause in the fighting so that some of the remaining hostages can get out in certain waves. As we know, they've been talking about that and having very intense negotiations on that for weeks and for months. Notably then, Anna, he was asked about that story this morning of Israel opening fire on Gazans who were trying to get some aid surrounding some trucks. And obviously there are reports now that dozens have been killed, more injured. And the president, in responding to that question, said he's been tracking that closely, but that there are some conflicting reports. And the most possibly important part of that response was that he was asked whether that will complicate these talks and these negotiations. And he told reporters, I know it will, because, of course, this is all happening at the same time as they're trying to get to that place. But we know that this complicates this potentially, and it puts it, of course, in a far more significant focus as they were trying to get closer to that. But this, of course, latest development could really derail some of that progress. And the president said he expects to learn more about that as the day unfolds.